Time to join us this evening, and thanks to the Capitol Plaza for hosting us for our senior recognition and MVP ceremony. We'll also hand out some scholarship awards later on tonight. Had another great year at Washburn Athletics, and we're so glad that you could be with us here tonight to celebrate the many accomplishments of our student athletes. Tonight is about honoring the accomplishments of our seniors who are ending their careers, and we will recognize the MVP from each of the sports. We'll also be giving out many other awards that honor the successes of our student athletes that they have had throughout this 2015-16 school year. To welcome you this evening, please help me in welcoming the president of Washburn University, Dr. Jerry Farley.
Hello, everyone. Wow, what a great house tonight. A lot of people here. This is so great because we don't often enough celebrate the successes of our colleagues, of our students, as often as we should. Because these students, as you well know, these students invest an enormous amount of their time and an enormous amount of their life in their sport. And when we can come together to tell them how grateful we are that they were at Washburn and how much we enjoyed watching them and how we will relive some of their escapades. I shouldn't say escapades, should I? We'll relive some of the great plays that they had while they were here through the photographs and through the videos that we get to see quite often. Now, each one of these student athletes totally understand the concept of time management. They totally understand that they have to put in the hours practicing, but also put in the hours studying, and then have potentially a little life left to enjoy themselves. But it is this combination of all of those things which is going to make these students successes in their life's career. Because they will always have to manage their time. They will always have to depend on others. They will always have others depending on them. And their successes that they have had here at Washburn up to this point have been a result of their individual actions, but also the actions of their teammates, of their classmates, of their friends. And I know because we see them at other events, once you have left Washburn and graduated and moved on, you come back. And we have seen others before you. They come back and have such wonderful memories of their time when they were here on campus. You have created some memories for yourself which will be with you forever. You have created some friendships that will be with you forever. You have been a very special part of Washburn University. And you will continue to be that. You will always be Ichabod's. Congratulations to everyone tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Farley. Before we serve you the meal this evening, we ask you to bow your heads as we call upon a blessing for our meal this evening. For what we are about to receive, let us be truly thankful. In this festivity, let us remember, too, those who cannot share this plenty, those whose lives are more affected than our own, those who are hungry, sick, or cold. In sharing this meal, let us truly be thankful for the good things we have, for the warm hospitality, and for the good company we share. Amen. We'll have dinner served to you, and we'll be back with the awards ceremony in just a little bit. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Businesses and leaders like this help us offset the costs of these athletic scholarships, and then the money goes back to those chosen sports and helps those student athletes. The scholarships are given to student athletes who will be returning next year and have demonstrated a will to succeed both in the classroom as well as in their sport of choice. And this is certainly a lot of times has worked out to be a sign of great things to come from these student athletes. So as we call your name, would you please have you come forward And John and Tammy, if we could have you come forward, and we will honor our Capital Federal Scholar Athletes for the 2016-17 school year. From softball, Sam Carson. From men's basketball, Brady Skeens. From baseball, Zach Lindquist. From men's tennis, Blake Hunter. That's what you get for sitting in the back. From football, Peter Vanderfield. And from women's basketball, Erica Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, your Capital Federal Scholar Athletes for 2016-2017. With John and Tammy again. In the fall, we will honor these student athletes again with a special dinner with members of the Capital Federal Foundation Board, with John and Tammy and their team, and honor them with a special one-on-one lunch when they get the chance to meet John and Jack Dykes, Tammy Denton, and Ronnie Leonard, and the folks from the Capital Federal Foundation. Again, your Capital Federal Scholar Athletes, congratulations. As I begin with each honoring each sport, we'll have the head coach from that sport please come up and pass out the blankets for our seniors and the team MVP awards. Student athletes, please come forward when your sport is announced, and we will begin to recognize those student athletes. We will start with women's basketball. Head coach Ron McHenry has two seniors and an MVP to award tonight. If you could please come forward. Washburn women's basketball team recorded their 15th straight winning season, going 15-14 overall, including a signature win over third-ranked Nova Southeastern on the road. They qualified for the MIAA tournament and finished tied for 6th in the MIAA standings. Washburn placed 5 on the MIAA Academic Honor Roll. Erica Lane was a third-team All-MIAA selection, with Alexis Bowens and Felicia Gibbs honorable mention picks. The two seniors for the Ichabod women's basketball team, Haley Fowl, a 4-year member. Yes, go ahead. Haley, a 4-year member of Ichabod, majoring in kinesiology out of Oskaloosa, played in 83 games, 30 of those starts, averaged 4.1 points, 2.0 rebounds for her career. As a senior, 7.6 points a game, starting all 27 games, and had 14 double-figure scoring performances, a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member, Haley Fowl. And Jana Smith. Jana, a 2-year member of the Ichabod. Local Kansas product, majoring in nursing, played in 57 games, 39 of those were starts, averaged 7.8 points, 5.6 points per game for her career. As a senior, she led MIAA with 9.2 rebounds per game. That ranks 5th on Washburn's career rebounding average list. 2 double-doubles, 17 double-figure rebounding games, 2-time MIAA academic honorable member, Jana Smith. Team MVP for the women's basketball team, Jana Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, women's Washburn's basketball and our 2 seniors. Thank you. Next up is men's golf. Of course, the Ichabods are out of town. In fact, I'll give you a real brief synopsis here. Gene Castle and Andrew Song have put together on the website at woosports.com, but Ichabods wrapped up their first day of the Division II Midwest Central Regional, tied for 9th place with a 17 over 301. Carson Roberts led the Ichabods with a 71 today, tied for 7th overall. Ronnie McHenry, Justice Valdivia each shot 78. Tabanugan was tied for 95th with an 81. So the Ichabods in action in Allendale, Michigan. But we recognize Ichabods golf tonight as they continue on in their season. They won one tournament and had 6 top 5 finishes, including a 5th place finish at the MIAA Championships. Individually, the Ichabods had 17 top 10 finishes for the season. The team MVP will be decided when this season comes to a close. Head coach Jeff Stromgren has 3 seniors. Jordan Hecker, a 2-year member, accounting. She's out of Russell. Jordan played 38 rounds with a 76.6 stroke average, shot a career low 68, and the 2nd round of the Holly Inn Express Classic. Ronnie McHenry, a 4-year member, majoring in marketing, out of Shawnee Heights, and has played at 109 total rounds, a 75.8 stroke average, named All-MIAA as a junior, and a 2-time team MVP with the lowest stroke average as a sophomore and a junior, and a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member. Justice Valdivia, a 1-year member of the team, out of Topeka, played in 12 rounds this season, stroke average of 76, put together a low round of 72 at the Washburn Invitational in the 2nd round. Please a round of applause for Washburn Golf. Next up, softball, and head coach Vanessa Becerra, 4 seniors for the Ichabod softball program, and the team MVP, if we could have the seniors in the team come up here this evening. Leading up is Sierra Kemp, a 2-year member for the Ichabods. Sierra is out of Parsons, majoring in kinesiology, appeared in 68 games, 62 of those were starts, 52 hits, 24 runs scored, and 20 RBI, and a 3-time MIAA academic honor roll member, Sierra Kemp. Haley Marsteller. Haley, a 4-year member of the Ichabods, kinesiology major out of Lansing, started 164 over 168 career games, tallied 135 hits, 18 doubles, 16 home runs, 57 RBI, ranked 2nd all-time with Washburn in career walks with 69, a 2-time MIAA selection, a 4-time MIAA academic honor roll member, Haley Marsteller. Next up, Marina Quimby. Marina is a 4-year team member, majoring in kinesiology out of Aurora, Colorado, started 170 of her 175 career games, ranked 7th all-time with Washburn with a career average of 354. Finished her career with 180 hits, 17 home runs, 82 RBI, a 3-time All-MIAA selection, a 4-time academic honorable member, and a 3-time MIAA scholar athlete. Also is a 4-time MIAA academic excellence honorable member with a grade point average of 4.0, Marina Quimby. Next up, Taylor Zimmerman. Member of the squad, also majoring in kinesiology out of Olathe, has started 93 of the 94 games she played here at Washburn, finished with 76 hits, 72 runs batted in, 46 runs scored, ranks 12th all-time at Washburn with 19 career home runs, and a 2-time All-MIAA selection, Taylor Zimmerman. And the team MVP is Cassidy Merriman. Games for the Ichabods, led the team with a .351 batting average, 14 doubles, 7 home runs, and a .615 slugging percentage. 2nd on the team with 29 RBI, and had 82 putouts and 116 assists in the field. Again, a round of applause for our MVP and our seniors for Washburn. Thank you, ladies. senior to recognize here this evening. Washburn tennis qualified for the MIAA tournament, tied for third in the MIAA standings this year, going 14-5 overall. Finished the regular season ranked 25th nationally. All MIAA teams, athletically and academically, will be announced over the next few weeks, so be watching woosports.com and our local media outlets for the recognition and honors for the postseason. The one senior, Dario Munoz-Paletti. And unfortunately, Dario is in class. So we will recognize Dario and get him his blanket, a four-year member, economics major from Paraguay. He holds 26-23 career record, 20 doubles wins over his 4 years. As a senior, he went 9-5 in number 6 singles and was 1-0 in number 4 singles, went 4-1 in the tournament doubles play as a senior, and is a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member, Dario Munoz-Paletti. And the Ichabod Tennis MVP is Matt Barlow. An overall record of 20-9 in singles and a 19-7 mark in doubles this season, went 13-7 at number 2 singles in team matches and was 7-2 in tournament singles. Teamed with Zach Hampton at number 2 doubles for the season and went 15-5. Team MVP for men's tennis, Matt Barlow. Next up, women's tennis. Coach Lyson has 4 seniors and MVP to recognize tonight. Washburn qualified for the MIAA tournament in Springfield last weekend. Again, the all MIAA and athletic and academic teams will be announced, and you can stay tuned to woosports.com for the announcements of those awards. Our first senior, Nzinga Banks. Nzinga, a 4-year member majoring in finance out of Anguilla. She went 3-1 at singles as a senior with a win at number 5 singles, picked up 20 wins in doubles over her career, 2-1 in the tournament doubles alongside partner Ashlyn Sutton, and will be a 4-time member of the MIAA Academic Honor Roll, Nzinga Banks. Next up, Jody Blackham. Jody, also a 4-year member of the Ichabod women's tennis team, majoring in kinesiology out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. 45 all-time singles wins, 69-44 all-time doubles record at Washburn. As a senior, 10 wins at number 1 doubles. A 2-time All-MIAA doubles selection, will be a 4-time MIAA academic honor roll member, 2-time MIAA scholar athlete, Jody Blackham. Next up is Gwen Shepler. Gwen, a 4-year member also of the Ichabod women's tennis team, majoring in nursing right out of Washburn Rural High School here in Topeka. A 41 all-time singles wins mark, 36 all-time doubles victories, 1-0 at number 4 singles, and 8-6 at number 6 singles this season. In doubles went 13-12 with 9 wins at number 2 as a senior. Will be a 4-time MIAA academic honor roll member, Gwen Shepler. Next up, Ashlyn Sutton. Ashlyn, a 4-year member of the women's team, majoring in elementary education out of Mustang, Oklahoma. Was 1-0 at number 4 singles as a senior and 5-2 in singles overall. In doubles, she went 1-0 at number 2 doubles. For her career, 13 singles victories, 11 doubles victories, and also will be an MIAA academic honor roll member. Clean sweep for all 4 of them. Ashlyn Sutton. And the women's tennis team MVP, Gwen Shepler. Ladies and gentlemen, women's tennis, our seniors in the MVP. Thank you. Next up, baseball. Head coach Harley Douglas in his 2nd season Coach Douglas has 11 seniors and a team MVP to recognize tonight. Baseball is in the final week of the regular season. They will host Central Missouri in a 3-game series. Are we playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday? We haven't decided yet, so stay tuned. But we will be playing 3 games against Central Missouri. Winner, if we win them all, we take the conference, so that's always a good spot to be with the team in control of their destiny here at the end of the year. The Ichabod's are ranked 5th in the NCAA Central Regional currently, and are in the hunt for the first ever NCAA tournament appearance. The team has won 30 games in consecutive seasons for the first time in over 25 years. Nick Silva was named MIAA Pitcher of the Week on March 1st. All MIAA teams and MIAA academic honorable members will be announced later this month. Our first senior, Garrett Bryant. Garrett, a 1-year member of the Ichabod, majoring in business from Fort Collins, Colorado, pitched the final out in wins at Pittsburgh State and Lincoln this season, recording 1 strikeout with no hits allowed. He will be an MIAA academic honorable member, Garrett Bryant. Kyle Carnahan. Member of the Ichabod's, majoring in biology out of Marshalltown, Iowa, started 183 of 184 games, number 5 all-time in career hits and career runs, 23 home runs, 28 doubles, 72 stolen bases for his career. He ranks 4th all-time at Washburn with 141 RBI, 2-time All-MIAA member and team MVP, will be a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member, was the MIAA Scholar Athlete in 2015, Kyle Carnahan. Dan Gabler. Dan, a 4-year member, majoring in marketing out of Dardine Prairie, Missouri, holds a 6-6 career mark, throwing 103 2/3 innings with 60 strikeouts this season. Is 3-1 in 13 appearances, striking out 20 over 39 innings pitched. Dan Gabler. Next up, David Gaunt. David, a 4-year member of the Ichabod, majoring in finance out of Shawnee Heights, a number 2 all-time at Washburn with 42 career long balls. Number 3 all-time with 143 runs batted in. Started 169 of 175 games, a 2-time All-MIAA selection, and will be a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member, David Gaunt. Next up, Parker Gibson. Parker, a 4-year member of the Ichabod's, majoring in physics out of Lansing. He holds the career record at bat with 744 career hits. Just broke that with 230. Has started all 190 games of his career. Ranks 3rd all-time at Washburn with 88 stolen bases. A career batting average of .309 with 27 doubles, 8 triples, and 104 RBI, and a 3-time All-MIAA selection, Parker Gibson. Mike Heffernan. Mike is a 2-year member, majoring in law enforcement out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He holds an 11-3 record in 22 appearances on the mound. He has a 3.53 career ERA and 119 2/3 innings, striking out 81. Earlier this season, he took a no-hitter into the 6th inning against Northwest Missouri. He is an All-MIAA selection in 2005. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Heffernan. Next up, Brady Honeycutt. In class this evening, we will recognize him, though, a 2-year member, majoring in entrepreneurship and innovation, a new degree at Washburn. He's out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, appeared in 5 games, 1 start, tallied 4 strikeouts, will be an All-MIAA academic honorable member, Brad Honeycutt. Zane Mapes. Another guy in class. All right, Zane, a 2-year member of the Ichabod, majoring in kinesiology out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 64 appearances, 47 starts, hit 13 doubles at Washburn. In his senior season, started 43 games of the 44 appearances. A .977 fielding percentage for his career, Zane Mapes. up Greg Mason. Greg, a four-year member of the Ichabod's, majoring in history out of Shawnee, a first all-time at Washburn in 78 career appearances, is 4 away from tying the current MIAA career record. He has thrown 112 innings with 75 strikeouts and a 4.42 career ERA, an 8-5 all-time mark, and a 3-time MIAA academic honorable member, Greg Mason. Spencer Schwant. Spencer, a four-year team member majoring in law enforcement out of Liberty, Missouri, 14 career appearances, has struck out 9 in 16 and a third innings pitched. He is also a 3-time MIAA academic honorable member, Spencer Schwant. Peyton Seutzer. Member of the Ichabod's, majoring in mathematics out of Aurora, Colorado. He has started 117 of 129 career games, 102 hits, 21 doubles, 5 triples, 11 home runs in his career with 69 RBI. As a senior, he started all 46 games with 10 doubles and a team-high 39 walks, and will be a 4-time MIAA academic honorable member. Peyton Seutzer. The team MVP for Washburn baseball is David Gaunt. Ladies and gentlemen, Washburn baseball. Of course, each year, the success of our athletes on the field, they sometimes get beat up on the field. So we have to have a first-class training staff to try and keep them healthy and going on their chosen field of play. And we would like to recognize those Ichabods who help keep our Ichabods healthy. Along with our full-time staff of athletic trainers, we rely on a large group of student trainers every year. Steve Ice, Karen Garrison, Kristen Olson, and John Burns all certainly express their thanks and support to these 5 seniors at Washburn in the athletic training program. Brianna Kozart. Kelsey Maxwell. Haley Wright. Paul Stevie. Kristen Watts. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me again thank our 5 seniors in the training staff. Well, we started the tradition a couple of years ago, and that was to have a male and a female senior athlete come up and speak to you about their experience at Washburn, because it is truly their experience which resonates with so many of you boosters and supporters and donors to Washburn Athletics. Once again this year, we have that opportunity to hear from 2 of our seniors who will come up and address you. Our first senior speaker of the evening, and we invite him to come up now, is Ichabod baseball player from Topeka and Shawnee Heights, David Gaunt, to give you a few words on his career.
Hi everybody, like Bruce said, my name is David Gaunt. I'm a catcher on the baseball team. I'm graduating soon with degrees in business finance and business management. and truthfully, I'd much rather be wearing sweatpants right now. I guess it doesn't sound too good coming from a business major. So when I was approached to give this speech, at the senior athletic banquet, I felt fairly unqualified. I suppose I'm a senior, and I guess we can say athlete, but I guess I'm a catcher, and we really aren't known for our athleticism. You can ask Coach Douglas; he's probably seen me try to field a ground ball or take a pop fly in the outfield. I suppose if I wasn't a catcher, the only other position I could be playing on the team is probably a pitcher. They're not very athletic. We got some guys back there give me some grins, but those guys just obviously they aren't athletic at all. And especially if you'd ask the guys on the team, they tell you that I'm not one to really give a speech. I try to lead by example. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but this is kind of a new experience for me, so we're going to work through it together. I'm going to try my best, though. So since I'm up here with Mike for the next 5 minutes and he can't come take me away, I'm going to go ahead and tell you why being a student athlete at Washburn is pretty much the best experience and the best decision I ever made. So I'm going to start and tell you off by a team that was talented, worked hard, believed in each other, and showed up to the park every day expecting to win. That team was the Washburn baseball team my freshman year. Our record was 11-33. That's only 11 wins and 33 losses. Certainly wasn't the start I was looking for the start of my career at Washburn. I remember telling people at the beginning of the season that I expected us to compete, and I really did. And we really competed for about as hard and as long as the team that finished second last in the conference could. I don't think we broke double-digit wins until the last week of the year, but the good thing is that we grew together, and I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. We stuck together and we grew up through the process of becoming a competing team in the conference. It might sound cliche, but the process and the journey that we went through that year and then the following years were the things I'll remember the most for the rest of my life. The hours that my friends and I spent hitting in the cage, working out in the weight room, taking ground balls before and after practice, and just hanging out and loving being together are what turned this team from an 11-win team to a contender. I had the chance to play for 3 years under Coach Steve Hansen. He was a man that, without a doubt, is universally respected by all of his peers. That includes everyone involved at this university, all the fellow coaches around the league, and any and every single player that was in the opposite dugout. Coach Bob Cornelli, head baseball coach of our arch rivals down south, Boise State, he reached out to me a couple days after he passed away. He just wanted me to make sure to know just how much my coach had meant to him, and also the game of baseball. He told me stories of the two of them competing against each other for years, both inside the lines and on the recruiting trail. Coach A was a fierce competitor, but what he valued more than anything were the relationships he had with people. I think that he got more joy out of seeing a guy go through his program and being better for it 4 or 5 years down the road than winning any championship. I truly am a better man because I played for Steve Hansen. There's something special about this place, and as lovely as a building as this is, I'm in Washburn. This room is nice, it is, but this place is Washburn. I believe that it's no coincidence I've met the best friends I've ever had here, and that's because Washburn University attracts the best kind of people. From football to tennis to basketball to golf, volleyball, and every other sport in between, there's a reason why Washburn Athletics consistently competes at the top of the conference standings across all sports year after year. And I think that's because of the dedication and commitment I see in each and every one of my fellow athletes. But as hardworking as they all are, and this is going to sound cliche again, they're even better people. We get to grow close, we get to mess around with each other in the weight room, the athletic room. I'm lucky to have some best friends that play different sports than mine. I don't know how many other schools have that, where everybody's close. But speaking of awesome people, I'm going to tell you about my teammates, those incredible goofballs. It'd be a crime for me to have to tell you about these guys, really. I really doubt that you'll be able to find a team that is closer or goofier than our team. I can't tell you how many games of Super Smash Bros. And that's on the Nintendo 64, that's like 20 years old, trust me. But I can't tell you how many games of those have been played on the Nintendo 64 in our locker room. I honestly think I see some guys sprint out of the locker, or sprint out of the dugout after a game so they can get a couple games of Smash in. You know, typically after the game you come and say hi to your parents and you'll thank the people that came to the game. You might get a snack or something, but there's a few, and you guys know who you are here. You know who you are. That'll sprint out of there as soon as the final out is recorded just to play some Smash. And that's how it is. We love spending time together. We love doing stupid stuff. I remember last year at our conference tournament in Kansas City. It was at the T-Bone Stadium. It was real nice. We had a rain delay for the first few hours of our opening game. We had nothing to do but try to entertain ourselves. So we had guys running around the outfield with their pants over their heads and their jerseys tucked in. They looked like they were running on their hands and tripping over the tarp roll and hurting themselves. We had guys sneaking another guy's jersey and strung it up on the foul pole, on the flagpole, and I promise you there was a Washburn #1 jersey flying for the first 4 innings up on the flagpole. You know, we're a goofy bunch of guys, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Washburn baseball has given me the opportunity to play with a couple guys that are nothing short of inspiring. If I'm ever lacking a little motivation, I never have to look farther than Zach Lindquist, Garrett Bryant, or Lance Barkley. Those 3 guys, they changed my life. Zach beat cancer. Now he's my roommate on the road, and he drives me nuts. Garrett spent 3 weeks in a coma after a traumatic head injury. And I can sincerely say that he's the hardest worker on this team now. Lance suffered severe burns to over half of his body. Now he's a staple in the middle of our lineup. Has RBIs every game. He's a single season saves record holder at Washburn. I'm sure a doctor told all 3 of those guys that their baseball days were done at one point or another. But they went out and they proved them wrong. You will not find 3 guys who work harder than them. I'm inspired every day by those guys, as well as the rest of my teammates. This team is like a family. And no matter how my last season here finishes up, it will all be worth it to be able to play this game with this group of guys. All right, to wrap all this up, since I'm up here and I have this opportunity, I just want to recognize some truly amazing people and to say thank you. Coach Douglas, thank you for being my coach. When the job opened up after Coach A passed away, every guy on this team only wanted one guy to take over, and that was you. Thank you for your relentlessness in making us better baseball players, and your refusal to ever let me believe I'm good. I really think you're getting soft on me. You gave me a game ball last game, and it never happened. Truthfully, Coach, thank you for always pushing me to be better. Coach Joy, Coach Swart, Coach Herron, Krim, TJ, if you're here, thank you guys for putting in the work to make us better. Your job is thankless, it really is, and so I want to say thank you now. To all of the Washburn coaches, thank you for putting the time with your respective sport. You're all making Washburn a great place to play, and I'm proud to be in the Nickelbot. To the entire athletic training staff, thank you so much for keeping me in one piece. To my teammates, thank you all for going through this journey together. You are the hardest working, the funniest, and the smelliest group of guys I could ever ask for. We've got some unfinished business to do this season. And to my family, thank you for loving and supporting me. Mom and Dad, thank you for your countless numbers of miles you've covered watching me play, and for always keeping me grounded. Whenever I needed to hear it, you're always there to tell me to have faith and trust. I hope I can grow up to be happy parents who are, and I love you. And to all the fans of the Washburn Athletics here tonight, thank you for your support, and thank you for listening. Go Bots.
You know, if you want to watch back any of David's at-bats this year, his dad has them all on his phone. He's been there for every game, behind home plate. He'll stop what he's doing, go film the at-bat. But that will be a keepsake right there that you'll have for a long time to come. Next up, we have another group that stepped forward. We talked about CapFed earlier, but a group, Advisors Excel. Many of you have heard from them here in town, and Innovation Design Group. There are 4 gentlemen who are Washburn grads, 2 of them who walked in your shoes as student athletes but all 4 of them have gone on to build a tremendously successful business in the financial world. And the next set of scholarships, we have 5 student athletes who are recognized as the Advisors Excel Innovation Design Group Award winners. Jordan Canfield is here representing this group tonight, and Jordan, a former Washburn student athlete, if you could please come up and just say a few words to our student athletes here tonight before we recognize our 5 upcoming award winners.
Bruce always reminds me when I get here and I come in just a little bit late for dinner, he always reminds me, remember Jordy, you're going to talk tonight. As a former student athlete, you got to talk tonight and get the crowd all riled up. So, sorry Bruce, I didn't really have that many prepared comments. In terms of, he mentioned Advisors Excel and IDG. So Advisors Excel, I'm here presenting tonight on behalf of my 3 partners from Advisors Excel, David Callahan, Cody Foster, and Derek Thompson, 3 of the most philanthropic individuals you'll ever meet. We started Innovation Design Group in conjunction with Advisors Excel late 2009, and we've just been very blessed with the type of run that we've been able to have together. I talk about their philanthropic efforts and how proud I am of my partners in terms of that. They do things all across the country for Advisors Excel, and certainly Innovation Design Group participates in many of those, and we're proud of what we're able to do and give back and do things civically, and certainly in the Topeka community. Excuse me. But one of the things about this scholarship in particular, it's very near and dear to our hearts. As Bruce mentioned, the 4 of us are all from very small towns in Kansas. David Callahan's from, I think it's called Towanda Circle. Cody Foster from Stockton, Kansas. Derek Thompson from Silver Lake, and myself from Abilene. I think what's important about that is it was 4 small town kids with big dreams that all followed our hearts to Washburn University through scholarship offers. And it's one of the things that I want to recognize and challenge the student athletes that are in the room tonight. I heard David mention in his speech that you lead by example, and that's one of the things that the 4 of us like to do, is to try to lead by example. So my challenge to the student athletes in the room is don't forget those who afforded you the opportunity to be here and pursue your dreams. Bruce came to us 3 years ago and approached us about doing I think the term was CAP-Fed-like scholarship at Washburn University. And the 4 of us, as we sat down and talked about it and considered it, one of the great things about Capital Federal is the leadership that we've watched their leadership and what they've been able to do in the community through the Dykes family and certainly Tammy's efforts at the foundation. And when you can do something that's CAP-Fed-like, you know you're doing something pretty special. So thank you, John and Tammy, for leading the way in terms of your gift and all that you've done. We really appreciate that. In terms of, kind of as I wrap it up, I thought I'd go a little bit off script. And I happened to walk in, as I mentioned, I walked in a little bit late. And there's so many great Ichabods in the room tonight. And a lot of them have been recognized, and I've sat through many of these type of events, both as an athlete, then as an administrator, and certainly now as someone that has a chance to get back in the community. One person that I know, every coach, every athlete, and every former athlete in the room that is the greatest Ichabod, that does so much for our program that rarely gets recognized. And I'll tell a story about this individual real quick. And then I'd ask everybody to give him a round of applause when I announce his name. He's not going to like it, but I'm going to go ahead and recognize him and go off script here a little bit. When I was a junior, my junior year in college, we went through a tough loss on the road. And as you can imagine, well, 2 of them are in here that I played for, Coach Shipman and Coach McHenry. They never really handled losses that well. So you can imagine our locker room was a little bit frantic after the game. It was kind of like, pack your stuff up, we're going boys, we might even practice tonight. So we were in a rush as we were leaving the gym, and I happened to leave my Final Four watch hanging in my locker on the road. And I got back and I was panicked. I looked for it, something that meant something to me, and something that you felt like you earned and you can't replace. And this gentleman, I went to Ron Wessel, our trainer, and I said, Ronnie, I lost my watch. My Final Four watch, I lost it. And I said, did you happen to find it? Did it come up anywhere? And this, and Ronnie said to me, he said, I don't have it, Jordy, it's gone. And, you know, obviously I was crushed in that. And, but I came back the next day, and in my locker, hanging in my locker was my Final Four watch. Ronnie had gotten his car and driven and found it hanging in a locker on the road. And like I said, I've been through a lot of these events, amazing Ichabods in this room, but one that's done so much for all of us is the Ron Wessel. I want to make sure And with that, we're just really proud on behalf of my 4 partners to present these scholarships to these individuals. And I'll kind of wrap it up with this. Of the 370 employees between Advisors Excel and Innovation Design Group that we have in Topeka, Kansas, 15 of them are former Washburn student athletes. So not only is this an opportunity for us to give back and afford opportunities, it's also a great opportunity to invest in our company's future as well. So thank you very much.
Back in Monday, 15, 3 of them won this scholarship either in its first or second year. So a track record that certainly stands on its own. So as you hear your name, please come forward. The winners of the Advisors Excel Innovation Design Group Scholarship Award. Leanna Willard from Washburn Volleyball. Got heels. From women's basketball, Julie Raymond. It's the all-knee injury recovery team. From football, Mike Miller. This one I'm not guaranteeing is 5'9" or under. From women's basketball, Erin Donnelly. And our final award recipient is on the road with Washburn Golf, and so he will not be able to receive it tonight. Carson Roberts from men's golf, and so we congratulate Carson as well. But ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming to the Innovation Design Group Advisors Excel Scholarship Program our fine student athletes here at Washburn University. We're going behind the backdrop and get a quick photo with our scholarship group here this evening. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Jordan, thank you. Next up, men's basketball and head coach Bob Chipman honoring his one senior and his team MVP. The Ichabods qualified for the MIAA tournament, finished tied for 5th in the conference standings. Javion Blake was the MIAA Freshman of the Year. Brady Skeens named MIAA Defensive Player of the Year. Both were all MIAA honorable mention selections. They had 4 MIAA academic honorable members. Brady Skeens was an MIAA scholar athlete. The lone senior for the Ichabods, Christian Olsaker. 35-year member of the Ichabods, majoring in history out of McPherson. Appeared in 115 games with 18 career starts, averaged 5.2 points, 3.0 rebounds, 1 double-double, 13 double-figure scoring games. Career high of 20 points against Missouri Southern on February 6th of this past season. He is 13th in school history in free throw percentage. Christian Olsaker. And the team MVP is Brady Skeens. Player of the Year, an all-MIAA defensive team member, and all-MIAA honorable mention pick, started 28 games, averaged double-double with a 10.4 point, 10.2 rebound per game average. 6 double-doubles on the year, including amassing a 22-rebound, 20-point performance against Missouri Southern on February 6th. Led the MIAA in rebounding this year and finished 1 point shy of Washburn's freshman scoring record. Team MVP Brady Schemes. Ladies and gentlemen, Washburn men's basketball. Next up, it's time to honor our Ichabod Person of the Year. And each year we get the chance to honor someone who has meant so much to the program. We have an illustrious list of past honorees, and this honoree is right up there with everyone that has been honored with this award. Now I get the opportunity to talk about Washburn University a lot, be it at public speaking engagements or on recruiting trips at the university. And I talk a lot about the impact that one man had on our university. His name was Ichabod Washburn. Of course, we were Lincoln College, and we were a college that was struggling. And the powers that be at the university, Lincoln College, went on the trail to find someone that could prop them up and keep this university alive and keep the dream of higher education for so many alive. And sight unseen, and unfortunately passed away before he ever was to come to Topeka, Kansas, Ichabod Washburn made the gift that kept this university alive. And in the early 1900s, the student body at Washburn dedicated to themselves, to call themselves the sons and daughters of Ichabod, and then eventually just Ichabods. And so our university, now 151 years, we're in our 151st year, we just got done celebrating our sesquicentennial, is marching on. And I truly believe that Capital Federal and John Dicus and the Dicus family have done just that for Topeka. They have kept Topeka on the map. When you think of the footprint and the handprint that they put on our community, they have done it so very much. Not just Washburn. They have done a lot with us as partners at Washburn. You can look at the athletic programs, you can look at the housing and things on campus. But just this past week, Capital Federal stepped forward for our community in getting some bikes out there. Topeka Metro has a biking system that you can use a bike for a very nominal fee and use it throughout the year. And Capital Federal dedicated some bikes. I've worked alongside this man at swimming meets while he's there volunteering his time, either announcing or timing or doing whatever it is behind the scenes, not because he has to, but because he wants to. John Dicus is a shining light in our community. And I believe that it truly is a gentleman that deserves to be honored with the recognition of Ichabod of the Year. So please help me in welcoming John Dicus.
Quite an honor, Bruce. Jerry, thank you very much. To represent Capital Federal and its long association with Washburn University, and especially the athletic department, it is truly an honor for me to receive this on their behalf. It's something that I didn't expect. I thought I just got to come here tonight and pass out some nice awards and the scholarships that we've fortunately been able to be associated with Washburn for. We're trying to remember whether it's 14 or 15 years, and we think now there's around 70 to 75 student athletes that have received the Capital Federal Scholarship going back in time. And that is truly one of the most fun things that we do as a foundation all year long, where Bruce sets up a lunch that we get to come in and have lunch with the student athletes and hear what they're doing and continually be amazed by what all of you are accomplishing, not only on the field or court of your endeavor, but also what you're doing in the classroom. When somebody tonight was a 4-time academic All-American, I think with the 4.0 GPA, I couldn't get anywhere near that without doing anything off or outside the classroom. So it's amazing to me what all of you accomplish, and it's fun for us to be a part of that and give back to the Washburn community, and look forward to many more years of doing that. So Bruce, Jerry, thank you very much for this recognition. It's truly appreciated.
We got a quick picture with John over in front of the backdrop. Special blanket, it's in honor of that Ichabod Person of the Year, John and his wife Brenda. We wanted to put Brenda's name on there so we knew it'd get some use, because we wanted to, John might put it in the back closet, but Brenda will take care of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please again a round of applause for John Dyson. Next up, it's time to hear from our female senior speaker. And from Ichabod Softball, we're honored to welcome to the podium Aurora, Colorado native Marina Quimby to address you on her thoughts of 4 years as an Ichabod Marine.
Good evening, everyone. I grounded out in my last at bat, so it's nice to get another swing. When I was first asked to give this speech, I felt the exact same as David. My heart sank, and my immediate reaction was absolutely not. I love speaking in team huddles, but formal banquets aren't exactly my thing. However, as I thought about what I wanted to say during this speech, I realized it was actually a gift. To have the chance to express my gratitude to Washburn Athletics in a short few minutes can only begin to help me give back what has been given to me. When I first heard about Washburn, I'll be completely honest, I had no idea what it was. I'm from Aurora, Colorado, and had been looking at going to various schools around the nation, but Washburn wasn't one of them. However, when I was contacted by Coach Becerra and brought out an official visit, I immediately knew this was the place for me. I had visited many other schools, but not one of them came close to giving me the feeling I had when I set foot on the Washburn campus. The small, close-knit community, outstanding athletic facilities, and friendly people everywhere I turned immediately convinced me. Although when I first told my parents that I had found the place for me, they laughed a little. They, along with my other family members and friends, were confused by the fact that I wanted to leave Colorado to go to Topeka, Kansas. But everyone in this room understands why I knew I was making the right decision. Being a student athlete has been an experience so different than what I ever expected, and I know every athlete here would agree with me. By no means is it easy, but it is absolutely worth it. My student experience at Washburn has been transformational. Through my studies in exercise physiology, sport management, and business, I have met amazing people and been equipped with the knowledge and skills I need to be successful in my future. I have also mastered the art of cramming for exams and pulling all-nighters because I put off assignments until the last minute, just like my professors and parents always told me not to. But that's what college is for, right? You do everything your parents told you not to, and then refuse to admit later that they were right. Luckily, my parents couldn't attend the banquet tonight, so they still haven't heard me make that admission. And then, of course, there was my athletic experience. I don't even know where to begin. Everyone was right when they told me it would fly by, except for the times when we were conditioning at practice. That definitely didn't feel as though it was flying by. It feels as though it was yesterday that I was being assigned a locker and given the college jersey that I had dreamed about since I was a little girl. Through the hours of practices, games, workouts, and bus trips, I've made memories that I will keep with me for the rest of my life. One of my favorite memories was this past season. Everyone here knows that we hate Emporia, but for those of you that don't know, our softball team hadn't beat them in 11 years. Yes, 11. Like it was the year 2005, the last time we beat them 11. This year, they had home field advantage in our first matchup, and we were losing 7-2 by the third inning. But we rallied back, took the game to extra innings, and hit a go-ahead home run in the 8th inning to break the losing streak. Then the next day, we played them at our home field. We're down 5-3 in the 7th, and had a freshman hit a walk-off grand slam with 2 outs to give us the win. Let me tell you, I've never been so proud to be a part of a team that was 2-38 against an opponent in my entire life. Aside from the numerous competition memories I have from my 4 years as a softball player, it's the memories outside the games that will stick with me the most. The times when my teammates and I all gathered up in one hotel room while on a road trip and laughed until late at night, or when we went to Dairy Queen for a post-workout meal straight after practice. This year, we were lucky enough to begin our season in Florida, but it was the day at the beach that I will never forget. Let's just say a large group of girls from Topeka in the ocean doesn't exactly end in a scene from Baywatch. We may or may not have wandered into a current and needed lifeguard assistance to get out, not because we couldn't swim, but because we couldn't stop laughing about the fact that we were practically drowning. These are the kinds of memories that will stick with me for the rest of my life. As a part of my role as an athlete, I was chosen to be the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee for the past 2 years. I got the chance to work with Special Olympics of Topeka, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the American Cancer Society, and many more. I led an event called Bowling with Bods, in which Washburn athletes spent the evening bowling with Special Olympic athletes from the Topeka community. This year we had our biggest turnout yet, with over 140 Special Olympians and more than 80 Washburn athletes representing every sport at WU. These types of opportunities through SAC have not only helped me develop my leadership skills, but opened my eyes to the impact that us student athletes can have on others. There are so many things I will miss about being a Washburn athlete. I will miss the crisp navy, gray, and white uniforms and the smile on Ron's face when I went to pick mine up on game day. I will miss the overflowing weight room and the chocolate milk we got after a good workout. I will miss going to the athletic training room every day before practice and icing every part of my body every day after practice. I will miss grunting loudly during pitching workouts in the arena and interrupting the other teams trying to have practice. I will miss giving Frank knuckles every day and greeting the walkers as they walk laps around Lee. I will miss taunting Coach Herron at every chance I had and beating the baseball team and yell like hell. I will miss the Kansas wind and, okay, no, who am I kidding? I won't miss that. Without a doubt, being a student athlete at Washburn has been an invaluable experience. I have learned discipline, time management, perseverance, and the true meaning of hard work. Upon graduation, I plan on using what I have learned in an internship back home in Colorado. I have been given the opportunity to work with USA Rugby for the summer and hope to pursue a career with the United States Olympic Committee once that is finished. Yes, I am aware that rugby has nothing to do with softball, which is why I'm so excited to experience something completely different than what I've been doing for the past 15 years of my life. I also look forward to planning my wedding, as I got engaged this past December to a baseball player here at Washburn. On that note, I would like to thank some very important people to me. To my fiance, Peyton, sharing this journey at Washburn with you has been quite the ride, and I can't wait to begin the rest of our lives together. To my parents, thank you for the endless support, love, and sacrifices you've made throughout this journey, and the countless hours you spent on the scenic I-70 trip to come watch me play. To my teammates, I couldn't be more thankful to this sport for bringing me to you guys, and for having you there to kick my butt when I needed it or give me a hug when I was lost. To Josh Bevelby, thank you for not only showing me what I was capable of in the weight room, but for being a role model for me in life and having the cutest family on the face of this planet. To Brittany in the athletics department, thank you for teaching me how to be a leader and for your endless passion and support in my career. And to my coaches, thank you for preparing me for the challenges that I will face in the rest of my life. I am beyond grateful for the opportunity to have been a student athlete here at Washburn, and I thank everyone here for the chance to share my experience and gratitude this evening. Have a great rest of your night, and as always, go Bots.
Thank you, Marina. Next up, Washburn Soccer and our first-year head coach, Chris Jones. 3 seniors and a team MVP to recognize this evening. Under the direction of our first-year head coach, Chris Jones, Washburn went 5-9-5 and qualified for the MIAA tournament. 5 all MIAA selections. Cadence Bourne and Paige Swanson were second-team picks. Caitlin Minnick, Rebecca Weimer, and Bailey Wobig were picked honorable mention. 16 MIAA academic honor roll members also on this squad. Cadence Bourne and Caitlin Minnick were both MIAA scholar athletes. 3 seniors for the Ichabods. First up, Whitney Skinner. She is studying for law finals right now. Glad it's not me. Whitney, a 40-year team member, marketing major out of Derby, started 44 of 75 career appearances, scored 3 goals and had 3 assists for 9 career points, tied for 13th in career games played, recorded 3,340 minutes, a 4-time member of the MIAA Academic Honor Roll. Next up is Sarah Speck. Academics getting in the way, she's a class. Sarah Speck, a 4-year team member, accounting major out of Stillwell, started 21 games, 69 total appearances, fired 21 shots on goal, played over 3,100 minutes, tied for 13th in Washburn history with 7 career assists, 4-time MIAA Academic Honor Roll member. And Bailey Wobig. Bailey, also a 4-year team member, majoring in biology out of Omaha, Nebraska. She appeared in 72 games with 45 starts, logged nearly 4,000 minutes in her career, scored 7 goals and tallied 17 points, started every game her final 2 years, and is a 4-time MIAA Academic Honor Roll member, Bailey Wobig. And the team MVP is Cadence Bourne. Started all 19 games, played a team-high 1,828 minutes in midfield, scored 1 goal, had 2 assists for 4 points, named All-MIAA Second Team, MIAA Scholar Athlete, and MIAA Academic Honor Roll member, Cadence Bourne. Ladies and gentlemen, Washburn Soccer. Next up, Washburn Volleyball and Coach Chris Herron, 3 seniors and an MVP to recognize the season. The Ichabods reached their 13th straight NCAA tournament, going 28-6 on the season, finished 4th in the MIAA standings. Started the season 13-0 and won 18 of their first 20. Melissa Carney, Sarah Vickery, and Leanna Willer were All-American and All-Region selections. 6 All-MIAA selections. Willer and Vickery were first-team selections. Carney, Taylor, Selk, and Liz Powell were second-team picks, and Corey Thompson was named honorable mention. 12 MIAA Academic Honor Roll members on the team, and 3 scholar athletes, Alyssa Carney, Sarah Vickery, and Leanna Willard among that team. Our first senior is Mackenzie Hartzog. Mackenzie, a 2-year member, majoring in biology out of Mays, appeared in 65 matches, finished with 348 digs, 1.93 digs per set, 25 service aces. As a senior, played in all 34 matches with 1.87 digs per set average. Mackenzie Hartzog. Liz Powell. Liz is working in Atlanta for the PGA, so she's not able to join us tonight, but a 2-year member majoring in mass media, appeared in 58 matches, 1,272 assists over on her career, 7.23 assists per set, and tallied 430 career digs, was an All-MIAA selection in 2015. Next up, Corey Thompson. Corey, a 5-year member, majoring in kinesiology out of Lancaster, appeared in 118 career matches, 524 kills, 826 digs in her career, averaged 2.5 digs and 1.59 kills per set. Appeared in all 34 games as a senior, averaged 2.95 digs per set, 354 total digs and 180 total kills, had 15 double-digit kill performances for her career, and is also an All-MIAA selection in 2015, Corey Thompson. And the Washburn Volleyball Team MVP is Leanna Willard. Member of the 1,000 kill, 1,000 dig club, with the 19th 1,000 kill member at Washburn this season. He led the team with 464 total kills, was named to the COSIDA Academic All-American Team, the ABCA All-American Team, the ABCA and D2CCA All-Region Team, and she was a first-team All-MIAA pick. Leanna Willard, Team MVP. Washburn Volleyball. Next up, football, and head coach Craig Shurig recognizing 16 seniors. The Ichabod's went 5-6 with a signature win over fourth-rated Pittsburgh State in front of a packed house at Kearney Smith Stadium. Washburn football had 11 all MIAA selections, including 5 second-team picks. Brandon Bourbon, Mike Miller, Ahmed Abdul Razak, Cody Hyman, and Zach Franklin. Honorable mention picks were Bryce Chavis, Sam Eichhoff, Trey Parker, Kingsley Ebay, Alex Stuber, and Hayden Groves, and 15 academic honorable members. Zach Franklin and Mike Miller were named academic honorable members for the Ichabods. Before we announce our seniors, we would like to take a moment of silence. Brandon Bourbon, we lost last month, unfortunately, and we recognize him with a moment of silence. Thank you. First up for the Ichabods, Jordan Bath. Jordan, a 3-year member. Jordan's majoring in security administration. He's out of Shawnee. He appeared in 5 games for the Ichabods, Jordan Bath. Next up, Cameron Brown. Cameron, a 5-year member of the Ichabods, majoring in management out of St. Louis, Missouri. He appeared in 37 games with 30 starts on the offensive line at 3 different positions. Cameron Brown. Hunter Cremens. Majoring in marketing out of Topeka and Shawnee Heights. He appeared in 42 games, 22 starts, 66 catches, 934 yards, 10 touchdowns. Between football and baseball, he was a 10-time member of the MIAA Academic Honor Roll, Connor Cremens. Sam Eichhoff. Member majoring in kinesiology out of Parkville, Missouri, appeared in 38 games with 24 starts, scored 1 touchdown, had 7 receptions as a fullback for the Ichabods, Sam Eichhoff. Next up, Hayden Groves. Hayden was able to join us tonight, a 2-year member majoring in physical education out of Olathe at 1,488 yards with 13 touchdowns rushing for the Ichabods. Jarvis Herod. Not able to join us tonight. Jarvis, a 3-year member majoring in kinesiology out of Colorado Springs. Adam Luffy. Adam, a 5-year member majoring in kinesiology out of Bolton, appeared in 40 games with 5 starts, 9 receptions, 110 yards, and 1 touchdown. Adam Luffy. DJ Lynn. Majoring in marketing out of Shawnee, appeared in 14 games, 11 starts, 3-time MIAA academic honorable member, DJ Lynn. Heidi Myers. I believe Heidi is working right now somewhere east of here. 4-year member of the Ichabods, majoring in human services out of Norman, Oklahoma, at 1,700 all-purpose yards and scored 3 touchdowns, also 120 career tackles. Next up, Jordan Nelson. Jordan's in class tonight, a 5-year member of the Ichabods, majoring in human services, 78 tackles, 3 interceptions. He is out of Manhattan. Next up, Alex Stuber. Stuber is also in class tonight, 5-year member, majoring in history, appeared in 43 games, 128 tackles, 14.5 sacks, scored 2 touchdowns as well. Cameron Stewart. Cameron's in class tonight, a 5-year member majoring in management out of St. Louis. He rushed for 619 yards and 4 touchdowns, appearing in 27 games. Next up, Zach Wheatley. Zach, a 2-year member of the Ichabods, majoring in physical education, appeared in 22 games, had 76 tackles and 4.5 tackles for loss. Chad Williams. Chad is a 5-year member majoring in marketing out of Chapman, made 2 starts with 28 total appearances and 1 touchdown. Shane Wooten. Shane, a 5-year member majoring in physical education out of Salina, made 23 starts and 44 appearances, 198 career tackles, 14 tackles for loss, scored 2 touchdowns, a 5-time MIAA Academic Honorable member, Shea Wooten. Luke, a 5-year member of the Ichabod's, appeared in 25 games with 15 starts. The defensive MVP for the Ichabod's is Shea Wooten. At a banquet back in January, so Shea has received his award, and the offensive MVP went to Bryce Chavis. All-MLA selection, led the team with 51 receptions, 759 yards, 8 touchdowns, made 4 starts with appearances in 11 games, and he is also a member of the MIAA Academic Honor Roll. Bryce Chavis, offensive MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, Ichabod football. Now, if we could have Athletic Director Lauren Ferre please come forward for our honoring of our final 3 awards, along with our faculty athletic representative, John Mulligan, here to present the Senior Scholar Athlete. The Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year, Male Athlete of the Year, and Senior Athlete of the Year on the athletic side, certainly awards that are well recognized and honored. In fact, the Senior Male and Female Athlete of the Year will be honored with their photo in the Hall of Fame during the next calendar year. Our Senior Scholar Athlete is Washburn's faculty athletic representative, John Mulligan, who is chair of the biology department also. This year's winner of the Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year award from Washburn softball is Marina Quimby. Recognize Marina, obviously a tremendous student athlete, SAC president, 4.0 student, softball team member for 4 years out of Aurora, Colorado. Our Senior Scholar Athlete, Marina Quimby. It's now time to announce our Senior Ichabod Male and Female Student Athletes of the Year. These awards are given to the Washburn male and female student athlete that have shown what it truly means to be a student athlete. The 2 winners have been leaders on their teams during their entire playing career. And tonight we reward them for their hard work and dedication to Washburn University and Washburn Athletics. This year's Senior Ichabod Male Athlete of the Year from Ichabod Baseball, Kyle Carnahan. And this year's Senior Ichabod, I'll wait till the picture's done and keep you in suspense for a few more moments. Our Senior Ichabod Female Athlete of the Year from Ichabod Softball, Marina Quimby. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Carnahan, Marina Quimby, Senior Athlete of the Year. We ask any of the award winners, the team MVPs, to come up by the backdrop and get some photos after our event here tonight. We want to thank all the boosters, supporters, donors who've taken time out of their evening, the parents that are here, our coaching staff and athletic administration. Again, it's been a solid year for Washburn Athletics, and certainly we continue to strive to be at the top of the MIAA and at the top of Division II. And it's certainly with the resources that Dr. Farley provides and the leadership that Lauren Ferre provides to our athletic department that allows us to continue to achieve great things both on and off the field. Thank you again for coming. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And again, baseball's still in action this week. They'd love to see you out at Valley Field, supporting them in a 3-game series against the Central Missouri Mules, and a sweep. It means the Ichabod's are MIAA champs, and that would be a pretty sweet way to finish the regular season. Thank you so much.